Oh, you're there. All right, all right, all right. Let's get this party started, fellas. We've got, ooh, a good book tonight. Even superheroes have bad days. Nice. Are we ready? Are you excited? We're going to do this. All right. Hopefully, you guys got this in the mail. I'm going to take off this nice plastic cardboard cover. Even superheroes have bad days. Are you ready? Let's stay excited. Let's stay calm. Oh, I don't know where that came from. How you doing, Lincoln? Whitman? Max? Hi, Max. Hi, Max. All right. Let's go. Everybody sit down and be quiet. Lincoln? Whitman? Max? All right. Ready to go. Even superheroes have bad days. Beastie, Zing, Thrash, and Laser Man. Da-da. When superheroes don't get their way, when they're sad, when they're mad, when they have a bad day. Ooh, fire hydrant. They could use superpowers to kick, punch, and pound. They could shriek, they could screech with an ear-piercing sound. Ooh. What we got here? A tiger, a bear, a raccoon, a rabbit. They could crush wooden crates and bend metal gates. They could throw trucks and buses across several states. Ooh. What's that? A vulture. They can knock over buildings like towers of blocks and crumble streets into rumbles and rocks. Look, there's a little cat. Meow. They could use laser eyes to ignite forest fires or fling boomerangs to deflate the town's tires. That doesn't sound like a good idea. I don't know. But upset superheroes have all sorts of choices. Instead of destruction and loud, livid voices, they burn angry steam off with speed of lightning hiking or super extreme outer space mountain biking. I think that's the moon. They race to the rescue of people in need and delight in the joy of a super good deed. They hatch super plans to help banish world sadness and building fabulous theme parks for giggles and gladness. A roller coaster? You guys remember when we went on a roller coaster? At Sesame Place. Oh, yeah. Remember that, Wit? Lincoln? They chase wanted bad guys with supercharged Zing, dragging hundreds to jail while police dance and sing. Interesting. They track down and tame super menacing beasts and transform pity parties to victory feasts. Dun, dun, dun. But displeased superheroes who don't feel serene could have super temptation to cause a bad scene. These are a lot of big words that I have hard times pronouncing, so I'm doing my best with enunciation and trying to find a word that rhymes with that, but I did not. Try. Say enunciation and pronunciation. They could blast icy blizzards on hot afternoons or walloping twisters and monster typhoons. It's like tongue twisters, they're called. Peter Piper picked a pickled pear of peppers. Ask your mom, she'll know that one. They could spin super webs super far and super sticky and tangle up towns with their silk super icky. They could rotate the world and mess up. They could rotate the planet and mess up the world big time, or sit back and relax while the world fills with crime. When superheroes don't get their way, when they're sad, when they're mad, when they've had a bad day, they could super rampage. They could, but they don't because real superheroes just wouldn't. They won't. Instead, they dig down their super best part, the strong superpowers contained in their heart, and using their talents as true heroes should, they battle the urge to do harm though they could. They acknowledge their sorrow, their anger, and pain as they wait for their super emotions to wane. I feel like a life lesson's about to come when we finish this book. Stand fast. It's okay if they frown, it's okay if they sigh, it's even okay if they slump down and cry. But then they get up and get on with their day, saving the world in their most super way. The end. Look, a campfire. So let's go back a couple things. When superheroes, when Lincoln and Whitman and Max don't get their way, when they're sad, when they're mad, when they're having a bad day, Lincoln and Wit could super rampage. They could, but they don't, because Lincoln and Wit just wouldn't, and they won't. What if I replace superhero with Lincoln or Whitman or Max? This book is about controlling your emotions. But upset little boys have all sorts of choices, like Lincoln and Whitman and Max. Instead of destruction and punching their brothers, they could sit in the corner or sit on the couch and relax and let their emotions simmer. Does that make sense, fellas? So instead of punching your brothers or hitting or kicking or yelling or screaming, you could take a deep breath. You could count to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we can relax and not lash out on your brother. Just the thought. I don't know. What do you guys think about that? Think that's a good idea? Do you think maybe we could control our emotions with our brothers instead of getting all worked up? Lincoln, what do you think? Wait, is that a good idea? Max? Because you guys, what you guys do, Max is going to follow suit. So let's be a good example and we step up, right? All right. I love you guys. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Oh, I'm a little tired. Who's ready to take a little nap? Me. All right. I love you guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye, Jerica. I love you. Can't wait to see you.